Hey, I got this 1995 Jeep Wrangler. I bought it for a project just to fix up. Um, I was gonna just make a video on all the things I did to it and need a lot of upgrades since everything was pretty thrashed in it. So anyways, I'll make a video kind of going over everything at once, and hopefully it'll help if you're fixing up your Jeep too. So I got this bumper off of eBay. It was I got almost all my stuff off of eBay. So my main problem was, like, a lot of people said it was for my Jeep, the year and everything, but it really wasn't. So anyways, with this bumper, it said it was for a 95 Jeep, but the holes don't line up on the bottom of this bumper right here. And once you get this bumper, I mean, what are you going to send it back or something? It's huge. And so anyways, I had to spend a lot of time re-drilling holes in it, and it also didn't have a place to mount your license plate, so you have to drill those as well. Once you get it on, I mean, it's a pretty nice bumper. I like it, but it's just whether it fits yours or not. So here's the how you mount it in here. The actual holes are back here, so I had to drill new holes, and then it says to grind off your frame weld there, and I didn't want to do that, so I put in these spacers. But I would check on the distance between these two bolts if you do order one of these online. So next I got these, I wanted new bumpers, new fenders for my Jeep, and my old ones pretty tore up, so I got these really cool looking ones online. But and it said, fits my Jeep, some drilling may be required. So I ordered them, and you would have to drill entirely new holes in your body, and I didn't really want to do that for just some cheap fenders. But anyways, it costs like $60 to send those fenders back. But I'll see if I can show a picture on here of what kind I got. And if you look at the pictures close, you can see the old sidewall of your car, the old holes and everything if you look underneath the fender. So I thought they were kind of cheesy. These are just Crown Automotive standard fenders. Overall, they fit really well, really easy to put on, well, relatively easy. And but anyways, I like these. So I didn't like the way the windshield wipers sit on a Jeep YJ. It's kind of sitting right in the middle. So I got this WipeBoy upgrade kit from Riptech, and it just gets these wipers down kind of out of your view. It was kind of a pain to install. You got to take off your roll bar off the windshield, lower that, and just to gain access to your wiper motor. Now that they're on, if you got a few hours or something, I think it's a big improvement. I like them. They actually have decent directions too, that you can, nice pictures, something I can follow. Anyways, that's recommended. So my seats were totally trashed in this thing, so I just got 3 new seats, and this is I believe Smittybilt black denim, and it's kind of vinyl-y, but I mean, they look really nice. I'm pretty happy with those, but it's about $500 for the set of 3 of them. The only thing that's not super great is the the back seats now have this, it's kind of a, I don't know, a cheesier way to attach the seats to the frame there, but other than that, they look pretty good. Only thing bad about this front seat, it doesn't recline, the version I got, so you're kind of stuck with the angle you got there, but I still like it. So I also got these Rugged Ridge floor mats, and I just got a big set of them, and it was you know, front and even this back here, it came with a nice liner, and they all fit really pretty nicely. So and heck, they cover, you know, 80% of your floor, so just doing that's kind of a big improvement. My paint really was nasty looking, so I really just took some truck bed liner spray paint you can get at Walmart, and I just sprayed the inside with that stuff, but it actually looks, you know, pretty decent. Here's kind of the back. I mean, it's gonna collect dust pretty easy, but I don't know, it looks pretty good. So here's the paint that I used that I got from Walmart to paint the floors. So one of the things I got I wasn't real happy with, well, one of them is the steering wheel. I got a Grant steering wheel, said, you know, it's for my Jeep, and anyways, no matter how I tried to get this thing mounted on there, I couldn't really get the stuff to line up right, so it always kind of sits off center, you know. And also this cap they give you that says Jeep on it, it's kind of designed bad where you put it on and then you have to twist it, but then you kind of twist it out of center. So yeah, I mean, it looks a lot nicer than my old one, but it's kind of odd you can't get it on there straight. Maybe it's just the kind they sold me. So the seat belts I had in here were really ripped up and rusty, so I want to get new seat belts for this thing. And so I ordered again from eBay something that said for my Jeep, you know, and so I got those, and they really didn't fit at all. I mean, the back ones were just dangling. They had so much slack in them, and the receiver parts were this hard plastic you couldn't really get through the seats. And so anyways, they really wouldn't work that well. Maybe it's possible to make them work, but they weren't for my Jeep. So I went with these, and they cost you know, a couple $100 more, but they're, you know, the exact same as the factory ones. So it's got the same one-piece design that was original. That Jeep one I got had two different pieces, so you'd have to bolt them together. Just as a side note, I had to replace the wiper switch and the turn signal mechanism in here, and it's real pain. You got to take everything apart, and I didn't find this online until, you know, later, that you had to pull this entire column off and then get to the bolts that are behind this to get these two separated. But it's real pain, you know. At least now my turn signal works and my my wipers work, but hope you don't have to do that. Hey, so when I got this thing, the paint was just horrible on this front. So one of the things I did, I went ahead and I spray painted this with just Rust-Oleum black paint. You know, the fenders here too, and you know, for, you know, a Jeep, it looks pretty good, I guess. But you know, after watching a lot of videos on how to do it, and it sounds so easy, I think realistically, if you spray paint your car, it's not gonna look real professional. But you know, maybe you can do a lot better. But anyways, heck, it looks a lot better than it did. So one of the things I got was a buffer from Walmart for like $20, and I used this was so bad with scratches it looked like a different color of paint. So on really bad scratches, I used like 2000 grit sandpaper with some water, and then I buffed it out using buffing compound and then some polishing compound and then wax, and I mean it looks a million times better. I thought for definitely sure I would need a new paint job, but I mean now it looks, you know, reasonable. It's all right. You know. So anyways, that was a good investment for $20. If you've got a lot of scratches in your Jeep, you might want to give it a try. So I also got this Smittybilt full bikini top for the Jeep. You know, it's one of the things where it's got, you know, terrible directions, and I can't find a YouTube video, you know. How am I supposed to learn without YouTube videos? So I can't figure the thing out really. I'll show you how weird it is, but anyways, so I mean it seems to be built all right. I'm just trying to get this thing on right. I just can't do it. So it seems to be hitting on this plastic piece, and it already looks like it's cracked in there, like they put too much stress on it. So I know I'm not doing something right in there, but I'm not sure how this really goes on there. So my soft top came with these new metal pieces, but it really didn't give directions on how to attach these, and just came with some screws. So I saw one video that had these other attachment methods where this goes on the old bar, but So these say first installation requires a windshield header, which is this, and then it goes on to the first picture, which is just putting it in the regular channel, it looks like, and then you strap her on there, easy as that. So anyways, there's yeah, I'm not really sure what to do here on this, but I'll keep looking on YouTube. So the last thing I was going to do on my Jeep is put on these cool Nerf bars. They've been sitting in my shop, unfortunately, for like 4 months, all wrapped up because I didn't want to get them scratched up. But I took them out today for the review, and man, I'm really disappointed to see they're all broken. I mean, it's all, well, this piece is all smashed here, and since this is just a, you know, a cheap brand, I mean, I really don't know if I can just, you know, get a replacement piece for this. Probably not. And so, I mean, if you can't replace this, and I might as well not even put it on. So anyways, I have a bad review of these, definitely. Anyways, it's my own fault for, I guess, not looking at it for 4 months. But I guess these break kind of easily. But anyways, if you're redoing your Jeep, I hope this video has helped. Thanks. And I have to stop all the time because there's so much traffic. I live kind of in the middle of nowhere in Oregon, and just like the traffic is unreal to be out in the boonies. But anyways, it's kind of hard to video. But